Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is What If Naruto Was Betrayed Part 1. We begin with this what if, with Naruto actually being born as per normal and having the Naruto sealed inside of him, and Minato and Kushina would still give their lives up, as Naruto would now be left alone to grow up on his own. In this way, if Naruto is much smarter than usual, and thus, he actually takes his ninja life seriously, as he wants to become a proper ninja, the strongest ninja ever. Not even that he doesn't really. He wants to become the Hokage, but to be the Hokage, he needs to be first the strongest in this village, and then he wants to become the greatest Hokage, stronger than any other Hokage, and then actually become the strongest. Anywho, now Naruto would begin training as soon as he hit the age of 4, as he would have had been able. That's when he actually realized his goal. And anywho, now obviously Naruto would be training and also studying a lot, because Naruto knows that to become great you gotta be smart as well. And anywho, now Naruto would be, for the first year of his training, Naruto would mostly be focusing on learning about shinobi history and mostly working on his physique. Anyways, Naruto, his second year of training, so now he is around 5 years old. Naruto would be training in ninjutsus, for example, the body flicker, the shadow clone jutsu, because the clone jutsu did not work for him. Thus, he actually stole the scroll of sealing. But this time, the Hokage was actually okay with it, and he knew that Naruto had been training on his own for a while now. But anyways, now Naruto would learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and anyways, the village would still hate Naruto, as they knew that Naruto is the Nanto's Jinchuriki. However, Naruto does not know and does not find this out until he's around 6 years old. And anyways, when Naruto found out, he was quite pissed off that no one bothered to tell him. Oh, my neighbors as usual. Anywho, now Naruto would actually continue his training, and although he would be kind of pissed off no one told him ever, he got over it really quickly, because he still has a goal to become the Hokage, to basically show that he's worth something, and show the village that, or he wants the village to acknowledge him. Anyways, now Naruto would now find out about his chakra nature, as it would be, well, wind release, but also his the chakra paper that he used didn't just split in half. He also he split into three different pieces. One of them became wet, one of them started burning, and the other one wrinkled up. So Naruto, not only did he have one sec, sorry about that, sorry, the paper split in half. One of them burnt, one of them wrinkled up, and one of them got wet. As Naruto realized that he has 4 chakra natures, which he would be ecstatic about. Naruto would now tell the Hokage, as the Hokage didn't believe him until Naruto pulled out another piece of paper and showed him, and the Hokage realized how strong Naruto truly will be. And so obviously Naruto would actually begin training with the Hokage, as the Hokage would help him out a lot. Anywho, now Naruto, by the age of 8, would be extremely strong already, and he would be, well, obviously, as he is very strong, Naruto would be actually training with the Hokage, and he would learn multiple jutsus. The Hokage would actually give access give Naruto access to the scroll of sealing, so Naruto could actually learn multiple jutsus. For example, one of the jutsus he learned was the fireball. Not the fireball jutsu, the majestic destroyer flame. As Naruto, actually had enough chakra to use that. Also, Naruto learned other jutsus, for example, the water dragon jutsu, and many other jutsus. For example, the great breakthrough, water shockwave, lightning style, also lightning style as well. But anyway, now Naruto also knows how to use his chakra nature on, put his chakra nature onto blades and kunais and shurikens, so he can use basically that Asuma. And anywho, now Naruto would continue his training until the age of 8, and he would eventually enroll into the academy, and this is where the Hokage would stop training him. The Hokage still wants him to go through every stage of every stage to become a shinobi, and Naruto understood that the Hokage just wants him to learn and make friends, basically, because Naruto really has no friends. No one likes Naruto in the village, literally nobody other than the Hokage. Even Kakashi kind of doesn't dislikes him, as obviously he holds Naruto accountable for the his sensei's death. And remember, Minato was the only member of the Kakashi's team who was still alive after the Great War, and obviously the Third Great Ninja War. And now, because when Naruto was born, he was taken away from him too. Anywho, now Naruto would meet Sasuke on the day of the on the entrance day of the academy, and everyone would undergo a little examination, as obviously they wanna know where they can improve and if they have any kind of ninja abilities or some sort of potential. Naruto in this scenario would actually hide his potential because he doesn't want to seem like a threat to the village, because he knows that everyone in the academy hates him, except for Iruka. Obviously Iruka is one of the people that actually doesn't dislike him. And then obviously Shirakumo Ramen as well. And now Naruto would purposefully fail the shuriken throwing exercise to show that he has absolutely no skill. And the Hokage actually laughed a bit underneath, inside he laughed, as he knows that Naruto is trying his best to not seem like a prodigy or anything, so he doesn't get treated differently. Naruto wants to be treated normally as a normal human being. Obviously, he can't really do anything about the whole village hating him, although he would like to. But realistically, he can't force people into liking Naruto. And then now, Naruto would actually stop training with the third Hokage, as the Hokage would get busier and busier over the years, and Naruto would actually be in the academy for most of the day, and in the evening the Hokage is actually tired. Thus Naruto knows that not to bother the Hokage, and the Hokage still trains him here and there and still gives him jutsus and tells him how to learn them, or gives him tips here and there. Remember, the Hokage is the first Hokage knows every single jutsu known to the Hidden Leaf, other than like clan exclusive jutsus, for example, the Shadow Possession Jutsu or any dojutsu kind of techniques. You know what I'm saying? He is very, very strong and smart, and Naruto is learning from him, as Naruto wants to be just like the third Hokage one day. Obviously, seeing that Naruto's idol here is the third Hokage, as he's pretty much learned every jutsu, and he's known as the strongest Kage alive right now, although being this old. Naruto sees the third Hokage as his own grandfather at this point, and is well acquainted with Konohamaru already. In fact, Konohamaru is more motivated to become a ninja, and he doesn't play around and takes his ninja life a lot more seriously than he did in the original as well. And he's already started training here and there, and he already has his sensei. And anywho, now Naruto would still have absolute zero friends in the academy for the first 2 years, and the Uchiha massacre still happens, and Sasuke still goes into his emo mode. And then now Naruto eventually would finally start talking to Shikamaru and Choji, as Shikamaru and Choji never really hated him, especially because they never saw what was wrong with Naruto, although no one really other than the kids hating Naruto because their parents told them that Naruto is just a beast. But obviously, other than that, no one really hates Naruto for who he is, like as a person, because Naruto is not that knucklehead ninja that used to annoy people. And anywho, now Naruto would become best of friends with Choji and Shikamaru, as those were his only friends and his closest people, the closest he was ever to having some sort of bond with anybody other than the third Hokage, obviously. Now, obviously Naruto would graduate from the academy as per normal, and here Mizuki would not be, well, evil, and he wouldn't try to, well, he wouldn't try to blame on Naruto. He would try to steal the scroll of sealing on his own, and he would be caught by the third Hokage, and the third Hokage would not be having any of it, and he would send him to Ibiki straight away. Now, obviously, Naruto, who was finally a Genin, finally has a rank of a Genin, although being more than strong enough to be a Jonin right now. Yes, Naruto has continued his training, although I haven't covered much of it in the past few years. Anywho, now Naruto has already learned the Rasengan. I'll just go over some of the jutsus that Naruto has learned. Naruto has learned the Rasengan. Also, he's learned how to add wind release to the Rasengan, as wind release seems like the one chakra nature that he's truly mastered. As he has 5 now, he has found out that he has earth release as well. And then now, Naruto's Wind Rasengan was very strong, although he still couldn't get the chakra transformation part of the Wind Rasengan down yet, as he's trying to make it into, because the Wind Rasengan is actually spinning at crazy speeds. He actually wants to make it into a Rasen Shuriken, which is basically a Shuriken like Rasengan, which you can actually throw eventually. That is the end goal of the Rasengan for now. Obviously, now we go on. Anyway, now we go on to the teams being announced the next day, as Team 7 would remain the same with Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Naruto would not exactly like this team, because over the past 4 years, the only few people that he's actually become friends with were Shikamaru and Choji. Not even Shino likes him in this way, as his parents told him not to like him, and Kiba just doesn't like Naruto as a whole, because he kind of gives him Sasuke vibes, and Kiba never really liked Sasuke. Anywho, now, obviously, Naruto and Team 7 would be waiting for hours, and Naruto would realize who this is. This is Kakashi, the copy ninja, because he's notorious for being extremely late to everything, although this wasn't the case back in the days, and we know the reason why. Anywho, now, Kakashi would arrive, as he would realize that his team is very boring, as Sakura was just trying to talk to Sasuke, and Naruto was sitting at the back just relaxing. Although it's been 4 hours, Naruto was a bit irritated, but he didn't really care. And then he was actually mentally training, as he was just trying to access his mindscape, where he once met the Ninetales. However, the Ninetales instantly kicked him out, realizing that the Ninetales has immense amount of power. Obviously, Naruto never really understood the extent of the Ninetales' powers, but after that time where he got kicked out of his own mind, or his own mindscape, he realized that the Ninetales must have something up his sleeve if he was able to do that, and if he was able to kill the 4th Hokage as well. Anywho, now, Naruto still does not know about his parents or anything, but anywho, now, Naruto would continue. Well, Naruto would actually, sorry, not continue. Kakashi would take them to the rooftop, as he would body flicker there, saying that he wants them up there within 5 minutes. And Naruto would actually body flicker as well, as he would arrive straight away. And Sasuke was perplexed, because Sasuke doesn't know the body flicker yet. He looked back and he was confused, and he asked himself, when did Naruto get this good at, the body flicker? He knows what the jutsu is, as he leaves behind, but he never understood how to do it, and he never really learnt it, because he thought that it was a useless technique, as it was just an F-rank technique, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, now, if I'm wrong, you can correct me later. But anyways, now, Naruto would already be at the rooftop, as Kakashi would be impressed with Naruto, saying that he's arrived here quite quickly. Naruto would say that he's just used the same exact jutsu as him, and Kakashi would nod as he would bring out his book and start reading while the other 2 arrive. Once all 3 members of Team 7 were actually on the rooftop, now Kakashi would ask them to introduce themselves, tell them and reveal what they like, what they dislike, and their goals in life. Obviously, Sakura's ones are the same as per normal, Sasuke's ones are the same as well, and also Naruto's ones are pretty much the same here, to be honest. Well, for now, at least. However, Naruto does say that his dislikes are people who hate him, and he wants to, and his goal in life is to, well, become Hokage and show, well, be acknowledged by everyone in the village one day. Obviously, his likes are just training, being with the people that he loves, and just having ramen. Anywho, now Kakashi would say that these are all pretty impressive goals, and he would raise an eyebrow to Sasuke's one, but realistically, he was expecting it. Sasuke, from what he's read about him, through the, well, through the reports of the academy, Sasuke seems like the type of guy who wants revenge and wants to avenge his clan. But anywho, now Naruto and Team 7 would be told that, you know, tomorrow they will have their real exam, and Sakura started complaining. However, Naruto does not care. Any exam he will pass it no matter what. He's still trying to become the strongest shinobi in the universe. But anyway, now the next day, Team 7 would arrive all together as they were waiting for hours, and Naruto this time, he did not care. He still ate breakfast, and so he wasn't as hungry as when as the other two when Kakashi arrived. And then Kakashi would realize that Naruto is kind of hungry, but he doesn't seem as starved as the other two. Although this doesn't put, you know, Team 7 in that you know, situation where in that survival like situation like they would be in like a war. Obviously, he is kind of disappointed that Naruto didn't listen to him. However, he understands that you know, Naruto is smart. He was able to tell, well, see through his lies, and he would still start the test at the same time. Now, obviously here, everyone would go into hiding, trying to figure out a plan other than Naruto, as Naruto already had a plan. Naruto knew exactly what this is all about. This is all about teamwork, really. Anywho, now Naruto would send would make a clone, and this is a shadow clone, and Kakashi would realize that as soon as the shadow clone, well, he actually dispersed the shadow clone. That was no normal clone, that was a proper shadow clone. That was a strong shadow clone as well, because it wasn't just one or two hits. That shadow clone could actually fight, as Naruto would send multiple shadow clones to fight Kakashi, and one of them would actually go find Sasuke, or two of them would find Sasuke and Sakura. Naruto would relay the information to Sasuke and Sakura, and he would both of them would actually agree this time. Well, I say this time, both of them would agree that, you know, Kakashi is too strong to be beaten alone. And although Sasuke was a bit reluctant to listen to Naruto, he realizes Naruto does say that, you know, he uses his goals against him. He says, if you really want to kill that certain someone, then you need to listen to me. If you don't get over this obstacle, you won't even become a Genin. Do you not realize that, Sasuke? Obviously, Sasuke would then, you know, grit his teeth and accept Naruto's plan, as Naruto would be the bait and the other two would take the bells. Naruto would actually now disperse all his shadow clones, as he would realize that, you know, well, Sasuke and Sakura said yes. Naruto wasn't expecting to get this information back, but he, as he was expecting them to just listen to him, and he would just bet it all on the other two, because even if they didn't listen to him and they wouldn't come out as he was acting as the bait, he would have took the belt on his own. He wouldn't really care about the other two, because he would still pass, right? But anywho, now Naruto got the information back, and he remembered exactly what happened with or the interaction between him and Sasuke, and him and also him and Sakura. And anywho, now Naruto will realize that he gains all the experiences that his clones went through, and all this time he didn't realize. He calls himself an idiot and smirks and attacks Kakashi. I was about to say Sasuke. Now, the fight between Naruto and Kakashi would actually be very close until Kakashi actually puts away his book. Naruto was able to keep up with Kakashi, and Kakashi would realize that Naruto actually has the upper hand right now, as he's struggling to actually keep up with Naruto's speed, and the speed is no normal Genin's one. It's at least a Chunin level speed, as he's actually very extremely suppressed right now. Kakashi would put his book away, and he would look straight dead in the eye, Naruto dead in the eyes, as he would say that, he's had his little fun, it's time to end this fight. As Kakashi would try blitzing Naruto, but Naruto was able to actually react. This was Kakashi's true speed, and Naruto was able to react to it. Although Kakashi only, he wasn't really trying yet. He only used this a little bit of his speed. I say true speed, but anyways, Naruto realizes that, this is Kakashi trying a tiny little bit, and he would smile as he would then go for a roundhouse kick into Kakashi's face, which Kakashi actually blocks with his two arms as he gets sent flying back, and Naruto wouldn't be done with at this point Sasuke is meant to come out, and using a fireball jutsu, Kakashi realized that, a fireball was coming right towards him, and he asked himself, how? Again, he shouldn't be able to do this, right? And anywho, Kakashi was able to disperse the fireball jutsu, but at this moment, Naruto arrives out of nowhere, actually catching Kakashi off guard and kicking him straight in the chin, as Kakashi would would get sent backwards, and Naruto would go in for the finishing blow as he would try to hit one of Kakashi's main chakra points, as Naruto actually can see chakra points in this way. If I'm joking, that's just too OP. Naruto would try to go hit Kakashi right in the gut to basically wind him and take the bells away, but Kakashi actually turned into a log of wood as Naruto actually realized that he got caught off guard, and Kakashi comes behind him with a kunai and saying that this fight is over. However, Naruto laughs as his clone disperses, and Sasuke comes in with his another fireball jutsu and his little bit of taijutsu, as Kakashi and Sasuke would have a taijutsu exchange, and this was Sakura's moment to take the bells, as she tried to snatch both of them at the same time, but all she could do is get a little, she touched them a little bit and missed them completely. So did Sasuke, as Sasuke was trying to take one away after seeing that Sakura failed in her job. However, he failed, Sasuke failed as well, and Kakashi basically backhand slapped him back into a bush, and this was when Naruto had enough, and Naruto said, alright, it's time to end this fight, as he would pull out a scroll, and literally a katana would appear out of nowhere. Naruto doesn't use a katana, he's only using this as a decoy, as this was actually a clone of Naruto, and Naruto would go in. Although he knows some kenjutsu, Naruto would still put up a good fight with a sword, and he's not really good with it, and Kakashi knows that this is a very poor showing of skill from Naruto, especially with a sword. If you're going to use a sword, you should be able to be using that very well. And anywho, now Naruto's clone would disappear. However, this was no normal clone, this was a lightning cloak which would catch Kakashi off guard, and Kakashi would be electrocuted, paralyzed for one little second, as Naruto would arrive out of nowhere and take the two bells and also kick Kakashi right in the gut, roundhouse kicking him in the gut and with his heel, and literally sending Kakashi into the forest. Naruto would then Kakashi would then arrive out of nowhere, and he would say that they all passed because they all used teamwork, as Naruto was the bait, and Sasuke and Sakura were the support, basically, as they were supporting Naruto, and also they were the ones who had to take the bells away, although they failed, other than Naruto, because he has both bells, which Naruto actually throws to his other two teammates. The bell rings as soon as he does that, and basically the only one who doesn't have a bell is Naruto, but obviously they all passed, so it didn't really matter. Now, Sasuke, realizing that he's so much weaker than Naruto actually was able to catch Kakashi off guard, also using a lightning cloak, which he never even knew that existed. And also Naruto, clearly has some sort of skill with the sword. Sasuke was getting very jealous of Naruto already, and thus he increases his training intensity, so much so that he actually unlocks his 2 Tomoe Sharingan already, because he already had a 1 Tomoe Sharingan. It's just that he didn't know about it, because when he saw his parents die, he actually unlocked it and he never really used it again. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. I might be wrong, but in this way, it is what it is. Now, I did a little bit of research, and Sasuke did unlock it when his whole entire clan was massacred by Itachi. But anywho, now we move. Naruto and Team 7 would meet up the next day to actually go on to go on to doing some C rank missions. And after doing a whole month of C rank missions, Naruto and Team 7 would now head out for their first, oh sorry, D rank missions. I said C because C is such a low rank that I think that, that was whatever. Anyway, now obviously after doing a month of the D rank missions, they finally begged the Hokage. Well, they finally begged the Hokage enough for him to give them a a C rank mission, and this was still the same exact C rank mission as in the original, to escort Tazuna. Anywho, Sasuke was more than confident enough to escort Tazuna, but when Tazuna walked in and started violating them and telling them that they all look weak and he wants a better team, Sakura actually goes on the offensive, saying that they're more equipped, they're well equipped, and they are ready to take this mission on. And obviously, Tazuna says that she's the shortest one there, she shouldn't even be talking, and obviously this pissed off Sakura as she was about to go hit him. However, Sasuke stopped Sakura and told her to just shut up, and now obviously the next morning all of them meet at the gate, and they head out for their mission. As they were walking, and remember, this whole month Naruto and Sasuke have been training, so they both noticed the puddle while they were walking, and instantly they were on high alert, and Kakashi would still fake his death, as then Naruto and Sasuke would take out one of the demon brothers each, and they would actually tie them up to a tree post, a tree, and then Kakashi would reappear, saying that they did well in protecting Tazuna and taking out the two demon brothers, and these two are Chunin level fighters, which shows great potential in them. However, Chunin level fighters and Chunin level enemies should not be in the way of a C rank mission. As he looks towards Tazuna, and obviously he was going to question him, but first he questions the demon brothers, and obviously they told him that they were sent by Gato, and Obviously, Tazuna would explain his situation, and Kakashi says that he will do his best to get him a better team and a higher ranked team, team of Jonin, to escort him. However, Naruto says that they can't continue this mission, and obviously the whole of Team 7 basically says that they can continue. And Naruto would Team 7 would continue the mission until they encounter Zabuza, and here Zabuza is very, very flipping strong, as compared to Sasuke or Naruto. Naruto is quite strong, however, is he on Zabuza level yet? Maybe not, because Zabuza is an S rank shinobi and Naruto is a Jonin. However, he can still keep up with Zabuza. I don't think beating him yet is plausible. Now, possibly though. Now, Naruto would want to fight Zabuza, however, Kakashi tells him to stay back as he would take the fight on, and once he's basically caught in the water prison, Naruto would actually step in himself, and Sasuke would too, and obviously the two would attack Zabuza together, and Naruto would take on the real Zabuza, as Sasuke was stuck with Zabuza's clone, and Sasuke was wasn't really struggling as much as he would have been as he would have if he was Sasuke in the original. But this Sasuke has a 2-to-1 Sharingan and is very strong in this wave. And now, obviously, Naruto would actually will be able to get past Zabuza's clone and actually kick Zabuza right in the face as he blitzed him, and Zabuza would be sent flying, and then Kakashi would come out of the water prison, and he would continue fighting Zabuza straight away, although being quite fatigued, and Naruto would come and help Sasuke out against the clone of Zabuza, and Sasuke says to keep it away, and obviously Naruto stops in his tracks as he sees obviously Sasuke struggling, but eventually being able to destroy Zabuza's clone, especially because this was just a clone of Zabuza, and it wasn't Zabuza as Max. But now it was a water clone. Anyways, now Naruto would then look back as to see that Zabuza was about to get impaled by the Chidori or the lightning blade. However, Haku comes out of nowhere and pretty much does his little thing, saying that he's a hunter ninja, hunter nin for the mist, and he's been hunting Zabuza for months, and now he's finally got him, and he thanks the guys, and he leaves. Obviously, Kakashi knew that this was fake, but he fainted before he could say anything, and Team 7 would carry him to Tazuna's home, and anywho now. Kakashi would wake up and realizing, telling his team that Zabuza is not dead, and Naruto knew that as well. Although he couldn't do anything as Kakashi, fainted straight away. He didn't seem surprised, but Sasuke and Sakura seemed very surprised. And anywho now, Team 7 would begin their chakra control training. However, Naruto and Sasuke would already be well acquainted with this as they've been training for a longer time. And Sasuke even started training in this kind of stuff too. And anywho now, Sakura would master it really quickly anyway, so they could go on to the next step, which was water walking. And Sasuke didn't know how to do this one, and he would struggle with it. As Sakura, after one or two dips, she was able to get it. And anywho, Naruto already knew how to do it, and he told them that he'll be training somewhere else, as Kakashi never really wanted to train him in the first place. Anywho now, Naruto and Sasuke, Naruto would be training on his own, and he would come back to see that Sasuke is still training on his own, always failing, and he's getting closer and closer. However, he just puts too much chakra into it and then gets fatigued and just goes down. Naruto gives him a few tips, comes in and gives him a few tips, as Sasuke just ignores him and doesn't listen to him until Naruto tells him that if he tries at least once, he'll get a first try. And Sasuke tries what Naruto tells him to do, and he actually got it. Naruto and Sasuke, as he was walking away, he says, "Thank you, loser," as he would go off, as Naruto would just smile. And obviously they're... Wait, did I say Goku? I meant Naruto. If I said Goku, my bad. But anyway, I'm thinking of something else. Anyways, now, obviously, Naruto would smile and continue his training till late, as he was trying to master the Rasen Shuriken. However, he just kept failing at it, and eventually he was fatigued and nearly out of chakra, so he decides to stop for the night. And he actually meets Haku that night, and they become good friends. And obviously, in the end, Haku and Naruto do go separate ways. And as Naruto was walking back to Tazuna's home, it was very dark. However, he notices something in the distance. He notices a red glow, two red glows, as they look like two red eyes, and he thought there was a beast in the forest. However, the two red eyes then disappeared straight away. Naruto realizing that someone's been spying on him, and this wasn't Kakashi or Sasuke, because Sasuke does not have that kind of speed and that kind of aura, and so doesn't Sasuke. So doesn't Kakashi. And Kakashi doesn't have two red eyes. He has one. He has one Sharingan. Naruto thought that was the Sharingan. However, it couldn't be anyone that he knows. It can't be Itachi Uchiha either, because Itachi shouldn't be here. And what has Itachi got anything to do with him? He was confused. However, he wasn't really scared, but he was a bit shook, as that did kind of put him off a bit. And then Naruto keeps walking back, always looking behind him in case there is someone. And then obviously that person has now left, and they will be spying on Naruto a bit more. But it was actually an Akatsuki member keeping tabs with Naruto. And then a week passes, and Team 7 is now at the bridge again, and Zabuza appears again. The final fight against Zabuza begins, as Haku here would actually Naruto would actually still be late here, and Haku would be fighting Sasuke. Sasuke would have a much easier time against Haku, thus Haku has to try a little bit more. And obviously Naruto wakes up around that time, and Naruto actually saves Naruto and his mother from Gato's bandits, and he basically kills them both. And Naruto tells them to go into the village, the little town, so they'll be safe. And Naruto escorts them with a clone and keeps a clone in the town, so if anything was to happen and the clone disappeared, Naruto would instantly make his way there. Naruto would arrive to see a scene that he wasn't prepared for, as Sakura actually tries helping out Sasuke, but instead she was well, Haku wanted to just get rid of Sakura instantly because she'd just be a nuisance, and throws a bunch of senbon at her, making sure that he doesn't hit any vital points. Obviously, Sasuke gets in the way, and Naruto realizes that this is his fault. His team was his team is now in this situation because he was late. He should have been here from the very beginning, but instead he overslept like an idiot, and now look at the situation they're in. And then now Naruto would be angry at himself, but he would realize that he has to do something, and so he comes in and basically tells Sakura to take Sasuke out of the, he actually first of all breaks the he breaks the ice mirrors, and then tells Sakura to take Sasuke out. And Haku was confused on how Naruto was able to break the ice mirrors. These ice mirrors are very strong. Even Sasuke's fireball jutsu wasn't able to destroy them. Naruto was very pissed off as he would then fight Haku, and Haku would basically be demolished by Naruto, who's not even using his Nanto's chakra cloak. And anyway, now Naruto's eyes did turn into a fox's eyes. However, these eyes are not red. They're actually still blue with just the slits in the middle, just like Naruto had when he used the Shuriken. This was Naruto using, Naruto enraged, and the Nantos trying to come out. However, Naruto was able to withstand the Nantos from tricking him into letting him out. Now, Naruto would realize that this is Haku, and he would ask why, and Haku would explain his backstory, and Naruto would be very saddened by this. And after the backstory, obviously they hear a sound of 1,000 birds, and obviously Haku gets in the way of Zabuza and Kakashi, and basically gives his life for Zabuza, and Zabuza would basically call him a tool, and finally saying that and also saying that he finally served his purpose. And Naruto getting angry at that, and basically doing his Taku no Jutsu speech as Gato and his men would arrive, and Tarzan would be scared for his life now. But obviously, as everyone was fatigued other than Naruto, but obviously Zabuza says that obviously Zabuza takes this upon himself and basically destroys every single one of them, even killing Gato himself, and then crawling next to Haku, and basically dying next to him as well. Naruto was devastated by this scene as he realized that Zabuza did love Haku as his son, and this was all because of what happened to the mist. And what's happening to the mist is something that happens everywhere, even in the Leaf Village with him. The cycle of hatred. Obviously, Naruto has read a book about it. This was actually Jiraiya's book, and he was very inspired by this. By now, Naruto would dig 2 graves for them, and he would leave Zabuza's executioner laid there too, as the bridge would be built and Team 7 would return. On that same a week later, obviously Team 7 is told about the training exams, and they would start preparing. The team would actually enter the training exams, and now Team 7 would easily pass the first stage of the training exams. And now the second part, Sasuke obviously would have found out that Naruto was able to take out Haku on his own, and this would piss him off, as Haku was something that Sasuke could not reach at all. But literally, he could not reach that kind of strength yet, and he was pissed off, and he's been training his life out basically to become stronger than Naruto. His hatred and jealousy grew to such high extent that they're even higher than right before he left the village. And then now he doesn't hate Naruto, but his jealousy of Naruto is on a whole different level. Now, obviously, Orochimaru does attack Naruto and Sasuke, or Team 7, as Naruto is actually going to, do his little thing. And now, obviously the Forest of Death, we're talking about the Forest of Death now. And now, Sasuke would fight Orochimaru, and Orochimaru would still bite him in the neck and give him the curse mark, and the curse mark would actually show straight away. It wouldn't take any time to actually develop inside of Sasuke, as Sasuke's hatred was on a whole different level right now, and Sasuke would be able to fight Orochimaru, and Orochimaru would laugh, as then Naruto would arrive out of nowhere and stop the massive snake from eating Sakura, as he would literally kill it on the spot by kicking it right on the top of the head, as Naruto says that this is over, as he basically then blitzes Orochimaru and kicks him in the face, as Orochimaru was not expecting this kind of speed from a Genin, and Naruto has the speed of an S rank at this point. Like, Naruto has been training as well. Like, Naruto trains to the max every single time, and then now he's grown a lot, especially during the the Land of Waves arc, and after the Land of Waves, Naruto has been training even harder, realizing that he obviously developed a whole new goal. His new ninja way is to basically protect everyone he loves. But now, Sasuke, being in his curse mark state, he would still attack Naruto as he was enraged, and Naruto would obviously knock him out, as Sasuke would then be knocked out, and Naruto and Orochimaru look into each other's eyes, and Orochimaru decides to retreat for today, because this body will definitely not be able to take on a Naruto if he has the speed of a Jonin. If he has the speed of a Jonin, that means that he must have something up his sleeve, and he does not want to find out right now. Although he's quite excited by this new revelation, he would actually much rather fight him another day than today. Anywho, now Naruto would take Team 7 under a tree. Obviously Sakura would be saddened that she couldn't do anything, and then the Sound Trio attack, as Naruto would take them out instantly, and Sasuke would wake up with his curse mark being stronger than ever and attacking Naruto, and actually overpowering Naruto for a second there, and Naruto realizes that he actually has to use a lot of his powers right now, a lot of his strength right now, and he would actually go 100%, and Sasuke and Naruto would have a little brawl, but Naruto would come out triumphant out of that. And also they would have the scroll, and their second part of the Chunin exam was basically over. Here Sasuke's curse mark would still be sealed away, but Sasuke's hatred was so great that even the seal started weakening straight away. And anywho, now obviously we then go on to see the preliminaries, which Naruto is actually still paired up against Kiba, and Sasuke would see how Naruto shows who he is and literally demolishes Kiba. And anywho, now no one really cheers for Naruto other than Sakura. Sakura actually cheers for Naruto once, because this is the team, right? This is her team right now, and she goes ballistic when it's Sasuke. And anywho, now Sakura would still have a stalemate with Ino, and anywho, now Gaara would still absolutely ravish and demolish Lee. I'm joking, he doesn't demolish him. Lee and Gaara's fight is just as epic as it was in the original. However, Lee still loses his limbs pretty much. And anywho, now Guy appears and stops Gaara from killing him, and now obviously we go on to the next stage, which was a month training, and here Naruto would actually start training with Jiraiya. He would meet Jiraiya, as Sasuke would be training with Kakashi, and Naruto did ask Kakashi to train him before Sasuke. However, Kakashi already wanted to train Sasuke, and he tells him that he needs to train Sasuke, as Naruto is already very strong, and Sasuke needs to catch up. Obviously Naruto just says alright, as he realizes that Kakashi doesn't really care about him. And then now obviously he would start training with Jiraiya, and Jiraiya would be very proud of what his godson has become, and he would teach Naruto the summoning jutsu. He would also teach Naruto he would actually weaken the seal of Naruto, so Naruto could access more chakra from the Nine Tails, and obviously he didn't even need that chakra, to be honest, in the first place, to summon Gamabunta, but he wants Naruto to master the Nine Tails, basically to master the chakra of the Nine Tails. And now a month passes like this, and Naruto actually shows Jiraiya how to actually add wind release to his Rasengan, and Jiraiya says that you can add other releases too. Naruto does say yes, but he wants to first perfect this one and then go on to other ones. Now a month passes, and Naruto asks Jiraiya if he can come and watch him. However, Jiraiya says that he has to do something and he won't be in the village when Naruto actually goes into the preliminaries, or not preliminaries, but the finals. Now Naruto would still be pissed off at Neji, that what he did to Hinata, and Hinata doesn't like Naruto. However, Naruto would still be pissed off and call him out for that, as Hinata is still a relative of Neji. Why would he even do that, innit? But anyway, Naruto would fight Neji and pretty much demolish him in this what if, and the fight would be very close at the beginning because of Neji's sheer skill and abilities, especially his the gentle fist also helps him out a lot, and him being able to see chakra points and actually blocking some of Naruto's chakra points while they were having a taijutsu brawl. Naruto would still come out triumphant by using the Rasengan, showing everyone that he's actually becoming very strong as a shinobi. Using the Rasengan at this stage was crazy, to be honest, for many people. And anyway, the next few fights go as per normal. Even Shikamaru's and also I think Shino's. And now Sasuke versus Gaara happens as per normal, but here Sasuke is much stronger, and Gaara's Sand Dome does not work against Sasuke. Sasuke was able to completely shatter it, not just impale it, but completely shatter that dome and stab Gaara in the arm. And here is where Gaara would transform and become half Shukaku, half Gaara, and he would be taken away by Temari and the rest. And Naruto would see that there is a barrier around the third Hokage, and now the attack on the Leaf Village begins. Sasuke would follow after the Sand siblings, as Naruto would have to follow after them, as Kakashi has ordered him to do so. And obviously, no Sakura here, no Shikamaru. Although Shikamaru would follow along Naruto, as he would want to protect Naruto. Although everyone is in a genjutsu, and some weren't. Anyway, Naruto says to stay out of it. This is dangerous, and Shikamaru says, "I won't let my friend die." And obviously, he means Naruto. He doesn't want Naruto to die. Thus, he's going to be here with him the whole way. And now, Naruto and Shikamaru go to Sasuke, as Shikamaru would remain back, as Shino would arrive, and Shino says that you're not all that bad after all, and because Hinata was avenged by Naruto basically, and Shino would take on Kankuro, as Temari would be slapped away by Gaara, and Sasuke would fight until Gaara would absolutely demolish Sasuke. Although Sasuke has a 3 Tomoe Sharingan, he really couldn't do anything, and against Shikaku right now. And then Naruto comes out of nowhere and basically cuts off Shikaku's arm, not Gaara's hand or arm, because Gaara's arm was way smaller than Shikaku's one, but the Shikaku's arm regrows as per normal because it's sand. And then Gaara gets more and more pissed off and basically says that mother will have your blood, and basically turns into the full thing, and the One Toes is released basically. Now Naruto would fight the One Toes one-on-one, as Sasuke, fatigued, he would be looking, as Naruto would absolutely violate Gaara, and in the end, with Gamabunta, Naruto would headbutt Gaara, although he didn't really need to, but he needed to change Gaara. He couldn't just defeat him here. Naruto changes Gaara and basically becomes Gaara's first friend. And after all this, Gaara, obviously Sand, apologizes because this was not the fourth Kazekage, this was actually Orochimaru. Now, obviously, Orochimaru would still have his arm sealed away by the Hokage, as the Hokage would give his life up and to protect the village. And then the Soundful retreat with Orochimaru, so does Kabuto, and basically everyone is now mourning the third Hokage's death. Sasuke is mourning too, but he's more pissed off that Naruto is this strong. Obviously, after a few days, the Danzo takes not Danzo, Tsunade actually becomes the fifth Hokage. No, sorry. Jiraiya says that he's going to go find Tsunade, and Naruto goes with him. And obviously Sasuke goes and finds Itachi, after Itachi basically put Kakashi in a genjutsu, and he would find him at a hotel room where Naruto was staying, and he would get absolutely demolished by Itachi. Although Itachi was surprised that he has Sasuke already has a 3 Tomoe Sharingan on both eyes. Now, he would be quite happy inside, but realistically he needs to keep his act up. And anyways, now Naruto would basically kick Kisame outside the hotel room, showing that he's very strong. He's not a Akatsuki level fighter, but he caught Kisame off and and Kisame would jump back into the fight, trying to slice Naruto's legs off, but as he does, Naruto jumps over the Samehada, and basically Itachi puts Sasuke in the genjutsu, and then Jiraiya and Guy appear, and basically Jiraiya puts everyone in the well, toad mouth, the toad belly thing. I'm not sure what that was called. I'm sorry, I forgot. But anyway, now Itachi uses the Amaterasu, which Jiraiya was surprised to know about, and they escape. Now Naruto is safe. Sasuke has been taken back to the village, and after a few days, they find Tsunade. Tsunade is convinced in this way to return to the Leaf Village, especially after all that's happened. And Naruto actually showing that Tsunade that he's very strong, and showing off that he will be the future Hokage one day. And she puts everything on that bet. And then now obviously Orochimaru would still approach Tsunade, because Tsunade said that you give her 5 days to like prepare and everything. And then now Tsunade would tell them, and they would set up a trap for well, she wouldn't really tell the other guys, but she would try to go and kill Orochimaru herself, because this is her best opportunity. Orochimaru has no arms. He literally has 2 arms left. And Tsunade does tell Jiraiya the night before, and she does drug him as well. And then in the morning she goes to find Orochimaru, and Jiraiya tells Shizune and Naruto, and they all go to save Tsunade. As Naruto arrives, as the Kabuto was about to stab Tsunade right in the head, and Naruto's hand gets impaled as he stops it with his own bare hand. And Tsunade saw this, and she basically got over her fear of blood. And then Naruto and Kabuto start a fight, and Kabuto apparently is well, not apparently, he is on Tsunade's level up according to the anime and well, I'm not sure about the manga, but anyway, now obviously Tsunade is scared of blood as well, remember. But in this stage Naruto nowhere near Tsunade's strength. And anyway, now Kabuto did have the upper hand here, especially using the chakra scalpels, and he does get Naruto in a few spots, and Naruto was still able to land the Rasengan, which impressed Tsunade. And obviously he falls to the ground, and Tsunade and Jiraiya take over the rest of the fight. And basically now that the fight was over, Tsunade gives her necklace to Naruto, and when they return, obviously Sasuke is healed, everyone is healed, everyone is saved basically. And now Sasuke would instantly accept the Sandfall's offer, as he would still try to fight Naruto, but Naruto just keeps dodging him until Kakashi arrives and telling Sasuke that he taught him that jutsu to protect his comrades, not to attack them, as Sasuke was going to try to use the Chidori, and he does actually use it, but he was stopped. And so Kakashi looked at Naruto, saying that he should have just he did well in not fighting Sasuke and trying to hurt him anymore. And anywho, he would then leave, as obviously thing. He would go to Sasuke and tell him not to choose the path of hatred. He's seen it all. It's not the way to go. And obviously Sasuke threatens to take everyone that he's ever loved, and Kakashi did say that he's a few years too late for that. And then now obviously this Sasuke was taken aback, but anyways, he would still join the Sandfall, and he would get the second state of the curse mark. Obviously the next Sakura would see Sasuke leaving, and Sasuke would knock her out, saying, apologizing, and leaving. Sakura would tell them instantly as soon as she woke up, and by dawn a team was set up for the retrieval of Sasuke. Naruto, Neji, Shikamaru, Choji, and and also Kiba would leave to follow Sasuke. And anyways, once they found them, obviously all the Sandfall would fight individually with some of the Sasuke retrieval team, and Naruto would be the last one going after Sasuke. And here Naruto was actually put in charge, not Shikamaru. Although Shikamaru was the second in charge, they were both in charge, and they needed to conversate between each other, and figuring out a plan basically. But anyways, now obviously everyone says that Naruto has to go and find Sasuke, and after Naruto keeps following Sasuke, and in the end, he actually, well, not Sasuke, he actually follows Kimimaro, and Kimimaro stops in the middle of a field as Sasuke actually wakes up with his second state of the curse mark. Obviously, he's not in his actual form yet, but he then goes off towards the Valley of the End as Naruto tries to follow along, but obviously Kimimaro is in the way, and here Kimimaro has no mercy. He doesn't go curse marks in his second state of the curse mark, but he goes into the first state. Remember, his second state of the curse mark was able to actually keep up with KCM Naruto, so if he actually was to go to the second state, Naruto would pretty much lose and the story would be over. So and also he has an illness, so he can't really go into it because otherwise it would be too much of a strain and he might actually die on the spot, so we don't know yet. But anyways, now Naruto would be fighting Kimimaro in a losing battle, but well, it wasn't really a losing battle, it was actually a very equal battle, but no one was getting the upper hand of anyone until Kimimaro saw an opening as Naruto was trying to attack him. Kimimaro used one of his bones to actually impale Naruto in one of his vital spots, as Naruto would still be able to smash the Rasengan into his face, as Kimimaro did thought that, you know, this would be over, Naruto would basically stop, but Naruto has a crazy pain tolerance and he was still able to smash the Rasengan in Kimimaro's face. But this was no normal Rasengan, this was a smaller version of Rasen Shuriken, as Naruto put everything he had into this and losing a lot of chakra because he realized that if he doesn't somehow kill this guy or get rid of him, he's not going to be able to go get Sasuke, obviously. And as he smashed this Rasen Shuriken, it was like a medium size, not a really small one. It wasn't a Rasengan, a wind style Rasengan, but it was actually a Rasen Shuriken, a medium sized one, and this would take Kimimaro and basically create a little bit of an explosion, and Kimimaro would be cut a lot and he would be very, very fatigued. However, Naruto's wound would get much worse and it would get to the point that Naruto's on one knee, but Kimimaro could barely stand as well. And as Naruto stands back up and goes for the finishing blow, Lee and Gaara arrive saying, well, Lee actually arrives saying that Naruto has to go now. He'll take care of Kimimaro from here. Anywho, now, obviously Naruto, he's holding onto his wound and trying to bandage it up, but he's losing too much blood and he's lost a lot of chakra using that Rasen Shuriken. Naruto did scream out Rasen Shuriken as well, but it wasn't the perfect version yet, and he knows that himself. He keeps going after Sasuke, as Sasuke would stop on top of Madara's head as Naruto would arrive and the fight would ensue. Naruto having pretty much being in the losing end of the battle, he would still be able to put up a good fight against Sasuke, and Sasuke still impales him in the shoulder, and basically the two, as Naruto did basically try to use some of the Naruto chakra, but as he was going to, some of the Naruto chakra started bubbling out, and he realized that, you know, if he uses any more of it, he will be controlled by the Narutos, and he doesn't know what he's going to do, and he's not going to challenge it, not as of right now, because Naruto has never used the Naruto chakra before like this, and he's always stopped the Narutos from giving him any kind of chakra and weakening the seal any further, and Naruto doesn't want to test the Naruto, and especially because after that one time where he was able to kick him out of his own mindscape like it was nothing. Naruto, it's not that Naruto is scared, it's just that Naruto doesn't know if well, he's not scared of the Narutos and what he could be doing to his body, but he's scared that if the Naruto takes over, he might kill Sasuke. And anywho, as the bubbling starts, Naruto takes as much chakra as he can while controlling the bubbling of the chakra, and basically the Naruto's releasing his chakra outside, and basically goes for the final Rasengan. And well, I say final Rasengan, but this was his final finishing blow. However, Sasuke was way too strong at this point for this on the verge of death Naruto to lose against Naruto, and Naruto and Sasuke do clash as the Rasengan and the Chidori clash. Obviously there is an explosion. Sasuke, although being in a way better situation than Naruto, he still was knocked out of his Curse Mark 2 state after the clash, as Naruto would be on the floor. Well, or actually underwater, as he would be bleeding out, and Sasuke would just tell him that, it's been a good journey, as he would turn around and go off to Orochimaru. Now, Naruto would be found by someone else other than Kakashi, and this someone would actually bandage Naruto up, as this is a masked figure with a black cloak with red clouds on it, and that masked figure was actually Tsukome, part of the Akatsuki, mother's granddaughter. Now, when Kakashi would arrive, he would see that Naruto was basically with no wounds, as Tsukome would have used a lot of some high advanced healing techniques to heal Naruto, and also replace some of his missing parts with some different kind of cells, Hashirama cells in this case, as she had actually access to them. And then now, after all this, Kakashi takes Naruto back, and the council was absolutely pissed that Naruto came back with no wounds and his whole team was injured to the brink of death. Although no one would believe that Naruto was injured, even when Lee told them that Naruto was bleeding when he first saw him, no one believed him, and the council would hold a meeting for Naruto to actually be exiled and banned from the village. And most of the council who hated Naruto would vote for yes, and no one could really stop this. Even the Hokage, even the Tsunade, who was the Hokage, who protested against this, no one listened to her, and she did threaten to leave. However, the council told her that she cannot leave, as this has been part of the laws of the Leaf Village. If the council votes for something, then even the Hokage has to go through it. Obviously, Naruto understood, and he realized that this village really never wanted him in the first place. Even when he went to apologize to Sakura actually just turned around, telling him to shut up, and he's a demon. He promised her that he would bring Sasuke back. However, he came back with no wounds, and he seemed like he did nothing at all to help out the team, and he seemed like he didn't even try to bring Sasuke back. She always knew that Naruto was jealous of Sasuke, and that's what she said. But in reality, Sasuke was the one who was jealous, and in the end, Naruto was kicked out of the village, unfairly trialed, and the only few people who were actually on Naruto's side were Tsunade, Jiraiya, Shikamaru, Choji, and the team that was with Naruto, as Naruto actually offered to stay behind and fight with them. There was no way that Naruto wouldn't have fought, and they believed Lee that, and Naruto did say that he fought the final member or an extra member of the Sound Four, or whoever they were, and obviously no one believed him other than them, and in the end Naruto ended up leaving. Jiraiya told Naruto that he'll train him within a year after he's done with his missions, and they will be training for a long while. Is strong enough to become and make him the strongest shinobi in this world, and make sure that he will always be able to protect himself from the Akatsuki. Naruto does have a few vague memories of what happened after he lost to Sasuke. He did open his eyes at one point and saw someone without a mask. It was a girl who was actually healing him, and by the way, Naruto was found hours later, and obviously he doesn't remember much. It was very vague, but she was using some kind of healing techniques, and she also had the Sharingan. And Naruto remembered that one night in the forest when he first met Haku, someone with red eyes was watching him, and Naruto was grateful for this person for still watching him, and actually healing him, because Naruto was certain that he would die that night. Obviously, that is where I'm gonna end off. I hope you enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weaves there, and I know I covered both Naruto, or the whole of Naruto, in one part, and this might turn out to be a two-part series, but it's just that the climax was at this point, and I thought, you know, if I'm going to call it, what if Naruto was betrayed and exiled? What's the point of me just doing one part where he doesn't get betrayed and exiled? And then if Naruto did feel betrayed by his team, even Kakashi didn't even do anything, although he thought that they were meant to be a team, like a new family, a new start for Naruto. But in reality, it was none of that. Someone outside the village actually saved Naruto's life. And anywho, now, I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, this was the King of Weebs here, and my ducklings, you are dismissed, and peace.